Usual thing of attempting to castle on the opposite side of the board to my opponent and keeping the queens on if I can. Let us see how that goes as we hop into our first game against Gothmog 0. Okay, e4, that's a move. We're carrying on with 3-minute chess for the time being. We're going to end, what we're going to do is we're going to get to half past and then I'm going to play a bit of 1 minute just to relax. Because we had a slightly longer break than usual because I felt John's games were entertaining today. And, you know, I was kind of enjoying watching them and I hope you were too. Okay, what do I do here? Well, as I was saying earlier on, the idea in chess is just to bring your queen out as early as you can and maybe follow it up with bishop c4 and mate him on f7. But again, it hasn't really worked as my opponent's put some pieces in the way. I am not going to get that early checkmate, but never fear, we will come up with some other move. But that's fine. So long as we carry on developing our pieces to the side of the board, as another important rule that my coach taught me was knights on the rim are fantastic. It was something like that. But okay, where's my opponent's king gonna go? I actually can't castle until I find that out. Maybe I can go c3 and win a pawn. That'd be good. c3, b5, something something. Okay, let's just take this. Oh, I thought he might play knight takes e5, but he auto recaptured. Well, well, well. Now I need to castle queenside. That should be fine. b5, I'm going to hop right into d6 straight away. Other than that, I'm going to castle and have some fun. Taking back with the queen. Ooh, knight takes e5 is a good move. Let's, fingers crossed, our opponent doesn't spot it. And there we go. That is a patented method for preventing your opponent from finding the best move. So let's try that again. Don't play queen h4 check. Don't play queen h4 check. Come on. Maybe if you're watching in chat, you can do this. And there we go. Only works twice in a game. You can't do it every move. Can't get greedy. And now we've castled and he doesn't have any good moves anymore. That's fine. Okay, so we've come out of this a pawn up. We've kept the queens on. King's castled. Next step is to mate our opponent, I guess. King c2. Just got to protect that pawn. Maybe knight g5 and give mate. Go on, take that pawn on g2. Make my day and open up my g4. Come on. It's a free pawn. Okay, he doesn't want it. Well, no surprises there. What am I going to do with this bishop? It's kind of on a rubbish square right now. I want to go c4 and open up the diagonal. Just making sure my queen isn't in any danger of being trapped. Okay, h6. Well, let's bring the knight back to a sensible square, like knight e4. You can tell I was thinking of moves like h4 and sacrificing a piece, but this is just much more sensible. Well, we're still on course for a big attack on his king. Maybe with f5, c4. Just got to get this bishop on b2 into the game and everything will be hunky-dory. Maybe knight d6 first. We've already had one knight on d6. Let's have a second. That sounds like a good idea to me. Am I worried about his two rooks doubled on the c-file? Not particularly. I have to avoid playing queen d5 and allowing rook takes c3 discovered attack on the queen. Ooh, we're going to take back with the pawn this time. And then c4 and a cheeky little threat of mate over there. But my opponent annoyingly hits my queen. Ooh, he's got knight check there. Okay, that doesn't bother me. Do want to get my king out of the way of these kind of problems at some point. Maybe if he goes queen a5, I should go king back. Or knight check, just king back. Not entirely certain how he's following this up. Finally, that bishop is unleashed on the long diagonal. It's been sitting there for a long time since I did play b3 on move 2. Okay, he wants to go queen a5 and mate me. Are we bothered? Yeah, we kind of are. Let's get our own mate threat in first. Also preventing bishop e4 check. Oh, queen a5's quite a good move. Let me have a think here. Quick timeout. Okay, bishop here. Queen a5 is a good move, but I don't think I can stop my opponent playing it this time. Yep. So we're just going to keep a little bit of control. So long as we keep the queens on, we haven't broken any rules here. Stopping queens would be the absolute quickest way of winning this game. But, losing a bit of control. Okay, I can have that pawn. I've got 34 seconds left to my opponent's 17, but okay, rook b8's a blunder, and that's an extra piece for me. That should be game over. And yeah, there we go, my opponent does resign. So, offering my opponent a rematch. See if we can keep up the good run. Always gets more tricky when I have to castle on the opposite sides of the board. Especially if they delay castling for a little bit, I can end up looking really rather foolish. Okay, let's try a Caro-Kann, because I have an idea that that might be a good opening to keep the flexibility of castling in. This looks all normal. Then bishop g5 is the main move here. Okay, I'll go bishop e6. All something resembling theory. Oh, what's the move here? Is it queen d7? I think it's queen d7. And then the rook goes across to d8. Takes, and we can take either way. We'll take this way because it's more fun. Opponent goes c5, so we go bishop g7. We might struggle to castle queenside here, guys. But we will anyway. Okay, let's take it this way. And rook g8, fairly confident my opponent's not castling queenside here. And yeah, confidence justified. Yeah, the problem here is that when I castle, my opponent's going to play b4, b5 and mate me very, very quickly. So we're just going to have to get... Oh, he's even going b4 before I've castled. Reader or something. Well, we'll just have to... something. Let's go back with the queen. He doesn't know I'm castling. Well, he does know I'm castling. This is completely unfair. Well, I get... Can I really castle in this position? I have an idea. What we're going to do is we're going to cover away and castle. I hope he doesn't find the move b5. Has he played b5, guys? Oh, he's played b5. That's going to be fine. If I go a5, he's going to go c6, and I go queen d6, and I don't get mated. What? I've got the two bishops. What am I even worried about? What am I even worried about? I'm worried about quite a lot of things, to be honest. But I'm going to keep them to myself for the time being. c6 was somewhere up there, but that's fine. Look, so long as a knight never makes it to c5, my opponent should really be going b6 and forcibly giving up a pawn here. Okay, let's just go h5. Still under control here, he says, with 1:17 seconds against 2 minutes. Now, the cunning thing with the way I've played this is if my opponent attacks the pawn on a5, I can just go king b6 and protect it. How wonderful is that? That is next level thinking, guys. Of course, I reserve the right not to play king b6, but only because it's too good a move. Okay, my opponent offers me the exchange of queens. I can take on c1 and have a clearly better ending after h4, rook c8. But that would totally be not allowed. Can I play queen takes d4 allowing queen c6? King there, b6. I mean, what could possibly go wrong, guys? What could possibly go wrong? And king goes back, we go b6, we go rook c8. I don't see a problem here. I mean, yeah, no, I don't see a problem. If Queen A6, I can play Bishop C8 back round. Let's say this move. Queen A6, does he have a threat? Is B6 counting as a threat? Maybe. Queen A7 would be very, very sensible here. Not going to play it. H4, B6. Oh no, my time is disappearing. Okay. It's possible that Queen A7 was better than H4. I don't have a reply to B6. Running away. Getting mated. Busy getting mated. I think my opponent might... Ooh, that last move wasn't very good. Takes. King. Queen move. Perpetual check. Yeah, there we go. Not even worried here, guys. You know, we could have won this game, but the important thing is that we didn't swap the queens. If we go back a little bit, I suspect I spotted a little mate. If he goes queen check. Where was the mate here? Oh, it's beautiful. There's rook here, and if takes, queen there, mate. And if here, then here? Do you know, maybe there's just no clear mate. Oh, and then rook here. Takes. Queen, king, there. Boom! That's the mate. Okay, rematch. Okay, pawn up to d4. Well, we dropped our first half point of the night, but we got a moral victory. I don't know what I mean by that, but that's the kind of victory I like. Okay, I'm going to be playing a barrier attack here. Okay, my opponent's now allowed it to become more of a perk. But that's fine. I like a good perk because it gives me an excellent excuse to castle on the opposite side of the board of my opponent. I'm just saying, please castle on this side. Come on. Little castle's king side. Come on. Don't play bishop b7. Play this. Maybe I should be going e5 at some moment, but hey. And he castles. h4. We're not even castling just yet. Harry the h-pawn is joining in the action. I'm tempted to pre-move h5, but my opponent could play bishop takes h6, so not going to do that. Now, if knight takes, there's a little tactic. Rook takes h5. Oh, wait, he's trying to do something over there. Nah, let's not even worry about it. Yeah, like I say, if knight takes h5, there's rook takes, pawn takes, queen g5, followed by mate on g7. Do I take back there? Maybe. Let's take this one off first. And then we could take back the piece, but that's no fun. We're going to play the fun move, which is taking over here. I should just take back here, but takes is so much more fun. It's got to be played. So now if knight f6, queen g5, king g8, I could take on h7, or e5, or knight g5, or something. I'm going to assume that one of those moves win. This, however, looks pretty convincing. Let's give a little check. Where's his king going to go? His king's going to go there, I believe. And then I give... Ooh, he can't go there, can he? Well, I'm not John. I'm going to sit and calculate a force, mate. E5. Pawn takes, queen takes. E5, king e6. takes, knight g5. e5, knight takes, pawn takes, king there. His king can escape. This is really boring. Can I go queen takes, king takes, and pawn there? No, that's ridiculous. Well, pawn there is mate in a lot of lines. I predict that we're going to have a mate. That was enough calculation. Oh, that's mate. Yay for us. So let's just take a look. He could play knight takes here. Pawn takes. King here. And now I was wondering about the idea of bringing the queen back. But, nah, okay, I just take some material. And the game goes on. Oh, king doesn't go all the way over there. That was weird. King goes there. Anyway, white's winning here, and, yeah, there wasn't a forced mate. Alright, let us end with some 1-minute chess. Going to be fast and furious, and I'm probably going to lose the first game on time, because I won't have adjusted. So, just repeat after me. You've got a minute left on the clock. Play more quickly. Okay, e4. Okay, my opponent's played the French here. It's a very, very solid move. In fact, it's what I play most of the time. And then after pawn to d4, d5, John likes to play pawn takes d5 here because it's a terrible, terrible move. Oh, wait, I've accidentally used 20% of my time on the first 3 moves. Okay, time to move a little bit faster. This is the good variation of the French Tarrasch, otherwise known as I can't remember. Oh, we've pushed an h-pawn. That's good. Still going to try and castle on the opposite side of the board to my opponent. That's all looking good. I tell you what, we're going to mate him on h7. We don't need 37 seconds if we're going to do that. Go on, allow the mate. Allow the mate. Harry, allow the mate. There we go. Off to a winning start. Like I say, all you have to do is shout really loudly, allow the mate. They will do it. Absolutely guaranteed. Let's go for a rematch. And what opening to play? Well, we should move one of these pawns. G-pawns are good. And a little pre-move, and a pawn move. And we're going to go for... Ooh, bringing the queen out early. That can be our theme for the day. Bring the queen out early and have fun. That move's legal, let's play it. Look at all these legal moves that I'm finding. Go me. Even attacking some pieces. Don't find queen a4. Come on, don't find queen a4 check. Play bishop takes f5, don't go queen a4. You don't want to play check. No, no, no. Don't... There we go. We are basically 100% with this. Don't play this move. Let's find a new opponent. Maybe I'm putting some kind of voodoo curse on my opponents. Something I'll have to investigate for over the board games. Because it could come in really useful. Does it work if I don't say it out loud? I don't know. Am I going slightly crazy? And we have another game against Falak. 1639 from Israel. B3. We're gonna play an opening. This is an opening, and it might even be a good one. And then we develop some pieces. Oh yeah, and then we castle kingside. Yeah, that would be a mistake. Quickly evacuating before bad things happen. And the knight moves, and then we mate him on the king side. Rook across. I want to go knight g4 in a minute. Okay, I get to play the moves that I want to. Oh, I don't know. Pieces are overrated. Not entirely certain that any of the moves that I'm making here make much sense, but it's 1 minute chess. That is fine. We are lining up pieces towards this king thing over here, and with those pieces we're going to deliver checkmate. Absolutely, that's going to work. Disclaimer, it might not work. Ooh. Well, there are a lot of pieces on pre. Some of them are my opponent's, so I'm going to take them. 20 seconds against 27. Ooh! I forgot about that piece being on pre, but fortunately my opponent didn't notice the rook on e8 as well. Otherwise I might be in more trouble than I am. We're going to be alright here. And this bishop, which has been blocked out of the game for so long, is finally coming into its own. Possibly too late as my time disappears. Ah! Queen move. Uh-oh, 6 seconds left. Panic, 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 panic. Ooh, check. Mate. Yeah! And that's another win. How are we doing time-wise? We're absolutely fine. We can go a little bit late tonight. Feeling in the mood to play some more 1-minute chess. Ooh. My opponent says, good game. Exclam. E4. Pawn move. Let's get some pre-moves going. Give a pawn up. Let's move some more pawns up. He is so confused right now. It's alright, I don't need a kingside. You can guess where my king's going here. If it goes anywhere at all. Ooh, look at that. Tasty pawns. Check, check, check. Queen up. Castling over here. Ooh. Go queen e8 and then queen takes g6. And there we go. There is the queen. And that is that. Alright, we're going to find one more mini-series against Vincent VVP. Sicilian. O'Kelly. Takes d4. And, ooh, my opponent's trying to give up a pawn. Well, we can't let him do that. And we have a position. Let's get some more pieces out. Oh yeah, we've got to go kingside here. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think I've managed to keep the queens on in all of these games. No, can't play h5 this time. Got to be at least a tiny bit serious. Ooh, he wants to give up a pawn, does he? Does he have a check? No, you can take that. Okay, spoiler alert, I am not castling queenside in this game. Apologies for that. But he did make it difficult for me. So moral victory goes to my opponent in this game. Congratulations to Vincent. Oh, and he's even going after my pawns. Well, we can't swap the queens off as well. That would be a big no-no. Let's go queen h4 and knight g4 and mate. Come on. Well, he's taken the piece. It's almost like he doesn't believe me that I'm mating. But I am. So don't even worry about it. Possibly bishop f4 was a better move, but I still had bishop h6 with an attack. Okay, we're going to go for a good old-fashioned Stonewall Dutch in this last game. And look at all of the pawn moves we're going to make. Normally the pawn goes to c3, but that's a bit boring for my liking. And a g-pawn. Don't play e5, that's giving you counterplay. Yeah, that works. The important thing here to remember is you don't need to play good moves when you're pushing an h-pawn down the board, because it's going to be mate on h7, so why should you worry? So, do I need to take back that pawn? Nah, let's carry on pushing some more pawns. Looks like my opponent doesn't want to get mated. Fair enough. Let's give a little check. Take that off. Can I play that as a sacrifice? Maybe. Maybe knight e4 is better. Ooh, is there a mate with queen takes and then something ridiculous? Probably not. Let's just go knight check. That should be good enough. Too many moves to consider. Let's go check. And takes. Ooh, accidentally got 12 seconds left. And king moves up. 10.8 seconds left. Oh, there goes the queen. Let's get a little pre-move going, but my opponent does resign. And there we have it. That just about wraps us up for tonight.